Hi, good morning, children, and I welcome all of you after a long time to the Module 6, Part B of Tempest. 6A, we stopped till lines number 65 of the Oxford book, page number 66, when we had just begun the Masque. And so I'd like to recapitulate before I start teaching you the rest of it. So, children, Prospero had already ordered everyone to be silent for the Masque he was about to present. I had told you, children, that masks were a kind of lavish and dramatic pageantry or spectacle, and they were very popular in the Elizabethan age. These were performed exclusively for the entertainment of the nobility, while pageants were performed for the public. So the characters in a masque mostly represented mythological or allegorical figures, the primary purposes of which was to only promote the idea of marriage, suggest and legitimize the, let's say, domination on control of men over women, and to glorify the sovereignty. The stage was often richly designed and decorated using paintings, and expensive costumes were worn by the performers. The symbolism in the following masque, which I had already started with you all, includes Eris, the messenger of the god, and I had referred to Narad Muni from the Indian mythology, Ceres, that is Vasundhara in Indian mythology, or mother goddess, and the goddess of fertility and fecundity, and the goddess of earth in Greek mythology, and Juno, the goddess of the queen of all gods, the wife of Jupiter, that is over here it's Lakshmi, the queen of all the gods and goddesses. There it is Juno. So it continues the theme of abstinence before marriage, something that Prospero had quite emphasized over a long time. So as we continue with it, we come to know interestingly that Juno and Ceres de-emphasize the role of love and personal feeling and sexuality in marriage, choosing instead to focus on marriage's place in social and natural orders. So we'll find when Ceres wanders to Eris, where Venus and Cupid, the deities of love and sex, are, she says that she hopes not to see them because their lustful powers caused Pluto. The Pluto is supposed to be the god of underworld, the god of hell. Over here it's the Yamaraj, the god of death, to kidnap Persephone. Persephone was Ceres's daughter. If Ceres is Vasundhara, Mother Earth, or the goddess of earth, then Persephone or Prosperina is goddess of moon, that is the moon goddess, Prosperina or Diana. So it's just like satellites, natural earth satellite is moon. So it caused Pluto to kidnap Persephone, Ceres's daughter, and so Eris assures Ceres and Venus that Cupid are nowhere in sight. Venus and Cupid had hoped to foil the purity of the impending union, but all of it has gone in vain. So Ceres and Juno and Eris have kept the gods of lust a little at bay, a little aloof. It seems that through his masque, I feel, children, Prospero is trying to suppress the entirety, suppress entirely the lasciviousness, the vulgarity of Ferdinand's tome when he discusses Miranda's virginity. Right? So this is in connection to what's going to follow. So now let's continue with it. So it is said by Eris in the dialogue that while addressing to the mother goddess Ceres, that your shadows of your forests are loved by the dismissed bachelor who's been who's been lost of his love, his girl. Thy pole-clipped vineyard, your beautiful wine trees and vineyards, the vineyards are orchards of grape culture, grape cultivation, vineyard. And they are pole-clipped because usually these plants, grape plants, they are creepers, so they have to be clipped in a pole in order to rise up, just like money plant does. And thy is your sea marge sterile and rocky hard, your fertile seashores and your rocky hard, because you see both the type of seashores even in India. In the Arabian Sea, if you go, you see a lot of rocks and a lot of hills and a lot of black rocks are there which protrude into the seashore itself, and if you go to the Bay of Bengal, it's very soft as the sand is. So he addresses Ceres that it is you who have the sterile and soft sea beaches and sea shores, and you have the rocky ones too, where thou thyself dost err, where you are yourself found. You are mother goddess of earth. You keep wandering in all these places. And he says the queen of the sky, that is Juno, the goddess of all the gods and goddesses, the queen of Jupiter, the wife of Jupiter, the god of the superior god, the queen of the sky, Juno, whose watery arch and messenger I am. Whose watery arch, as I told you, he's a god of rainbow. Rainbow is made out of water vapors, water droplets. So I am the watery arch, the many colored messenger. I am the one. And she bids thee leave these. So she orders you to leave all these places right now, and with her sovereign grace here on this grass plot. So along with her sovereign grace is addressed to Juno, the queen of all goddesses, okay, with respect. So with her sovereign grace, with her highness, with her honor, she asks you to leave all these places and come with her, accompany her to this grassy plot, to this place where we are right now. In this very place, to come and sport, to come and entertain and play. Her peacocks fly amain. Her peacocks are flying and they come immediately. So Juno's chariots are driven by peacocks. That's why it's an address to the peacocks here. So Juno's chariot appears quite suspended above the stage, as you can see. It's written in the Oxford book itself, right? And so Eris, the god of messenger god, finally passes on the message of Juno to Ceres, so that they can come and they can start blessing the newly wed couple. As I told you, this is in disguise a blessing to King Richard. A blessing to King Richard's daughter, and who was married, who Elizabeth, who was married to the French Monsieur, right? And so it was the actual wedding that time that was going on, and so in order to have a beautiful wedding and a grand celebration, Shakespeare was asked to perform this play over there, and that is the reason why this mask also serves to bless the actual couple, Elizabeth and her husband, that time when they were getting married. So in disguise, it is being said, it is being shown that they are blessing Ferdinand and Miranda, but otherwise the reality, as I told you, was the history behind it. So children, please keep studying, and please keep writing articles, and that's all for today. So we'll see you again tomorrow, right? See you.